This great footage from Europa Woche Nr. 86 shows the surrender of the Polish underground resistance at the end of the Warsaw Uprising. After the reel, I've added additional sensational footage taken by the Polish resistance fighters during the uprising, so stick around. It's worth it, I promise. Helmut Lent was a German night fighter ace in World War II. He shot down 110 aircraft, 102 of them at night. Lent claimed his first aerial victories at the outset of World War II, flying a Messerschmitt Bf-110 heavy fighter in the invasion of Poland and over the North Sea. During the invasion of Norway, he flew ground support missions before he was transferred to the newly established Nachtjagdgeschwader 1, a night fighter wing. Lent's steady accumulation of aerial victories resulted in regular promotions and awards. On the night of the 15th of June 1944, Major Lent was the first night fighter pilot to claim 100 nocturnal aerial victories, a feat which earned him the Knight's Cross of the Iron Cross with oak leaves, swords, and diamonds. Lent died on October 7th after crash landing a Ju-88 when one of its engines cut out. Here's that sensational footage taken by resistance fighters during the Warsaw Uprising. The uprising in Warsaw, which intended to liberate the city from German occupation, was planned by the Polish Resistance Home Army to coincide with the retreat of the German forces from Poland ahead of the Soviet advance. While approaching the city, the Red Army halted combat operations, enabling the Germans to regroup and defeat the Polish resistance and destroy the city in retaliation. The uprising was fought for 63 days and was the largest unified resistance revolt that took place during the war. The uprising began on the 1st of August 1944 as part of a nationwide Operation Tempest, launched at the time of the Soviet Lublin-Brest offensive. The main Polish objectives were to drive the Germans out of Warsaw while helping the Allies defeat Germany. An additional political goal of the Polish underground state was to liberate Poland's capital and assert Polish sovereignty before the Soviet-backed Polish Committee of National Liberation could assume control. Other immediate causes included a threat of mass German roundups of able-bodied Poles for evacuation, calls by Radio Moscow's Polish service for uprising, and an emotional Polish desire for justice and revenge against the enemy after 5 years of German occupation. The Soviets' lack of support for the Warsaw Uprising was due to their ambitions in Eastern Europe. The Red Army did not reinforce resistance fighters or provide air support. Declassified documents indicate that Joseph Stalin had purposefully halted his forces from advancing on Warsaw in order to exhaust the Polish Home Army and to aid his political desires of turning Poland into a Soviet-aligned state. Scholars note the 2-month period of the Warsaw Uprising marked the start of the Cold War. This footage is part of a fantastic collection of reels. If you like this kind of unique, primary source raw footage, take the time to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Become a Patreon member and get regular access to raw material. Thanks for watching.